This is how to use the TI-84, using the TI-84 to construct a confidence interval which I'm going to call CI, if I have to write that word out again, for a population proportion. Now, I'm going to end up answering all the questions in the homework, but in a different order because I'm going to be doing it strictly on the TI-84. So here's an example. For example, say construct a 95% confidence interval for the population proportion who've seen a UFO if 183 of 861 have seen one. Okay, so on the TI-84, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to clear that out. I'm going to go to Stat, and then I'm going to go to Tests, and then I'm going to arrow down to what's called 1prop_z_int. There it is. You have to arrow down a bit. 1prop_z_int, and when I hit enter, it asks me for the X, the N, and the confidence level. Well, the X is the 183 people who've seen the UFO. The N is the 861 people who represent the total sample size. And then the confidence level is the 95% confidence interval, which we express as a decimal, 0.95. And then when the magic button is hit, calculate, it spits out pretty much everything we need to know. So the confidence interval, I'll leave that there so you can see that for a moment before I take it away. The confidence interval is 0.185 to 0.240, rounded off. 0.240. These are typically rounded off to 3 decimal places. The way the homework will ask the question, your answer would be 0.185 less than P less than 0.240, where P is the population proportion. Now the homework is going to ask you for the best point estimate, which is called P hat, equals what's called the best point estimate. And that's equal to the sample proportion, which the TI calculator spits out. It's this P hat 0.213 rounded off to 3 decimal places. So in this case, the calculator spits out 0.213, and then it also asks you for the margin of error. And there's a formula for calculating the margin of error, but we're not going to go into that because we can get that from the confidence interval. The margin of error is just half the width of the confidence interval. So in this example, half the width of the confidence interval is 0.240 minus 0.185, and I'm putting the parentheses around there because that's what you're going to have to do on the calculator, divided by 2. So on the calculator, 0.240 minus 0.185 divided by 2, and that gives us the confidence, the error, 0.028, I guess, rounded off to 3 decimal places, 0.028.